Hello. Oh, hello there. Alan here. How are you? Well, I hope. I'm doing pretty good. A wee bit excited because I drank too much coffee for one, because I've been watching the DNC tonight. Very excited about that. I don't know about you. But I'm here to do the Book Buds second original tag. And it's the second tag I've done this week. Double dipping a wee bit. But I was tagged twice. It's a really cool tag too. Very interesting. Not showing any books. I was tagged by Pat at Book Chat with Pat, and I was tagged by Debs at Rainer Reads. And I have the answers here, the prompts on my phone. And remind me if I forget, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people here at the end I'd like to shout out and mention. I tried to keep my answers to one person per prompt. Um, then I try to settle for 2, and some I have 3, but I've tried to keep it down. Invariably, I'll leave people out. Also, these booktubers, I could almost interchange them with, any answer to the prompt. But let's get to it. The BookBud's second original tag. It used to be called the jail tag. Prompt 1. You're stuck on a desert island and can only bring one booktuber, bud. But all their books would come with them. Who do you want to be stuck with? So, I picked Greg, my bud Greg, at another Bibliophile Reads. Have you ever seen his shelves? A lot of people are picking up for this answer. Well, I have. Believe you me, they're a beauty to behold. And I didn't go picking through them. I'm not like that at all. But I did take some photos, and it got like the whole 2 sides in from the good angle. And it's not his only bookshelves either. He's got them secretly, strategically placed around the compound. I also picked Pat for this too, because although she does hold up a lot of books, Pat, we've never seen her shelves. Does she even have any shelves, or does she keep them like? Well, I'm not going to show you my boxes, but I've got a lot of boxes. They're for shipping presents out, is what they're for. Prompt 2. You accidentally rob a bookstore with a booktuber bud by walking out with 100 books. You spend a year behind bars with them, but now you can read and do videos together. Who do you get locked up with? I've got a story about this because Debs picked me to be locked up, and it's a wise pick because I have some experience with being locked up, and I'm going to tell you right now how to make a lighter for your cigarette out of a pill bottle, plastic vitamin bottle, 3 paper clips, a graphite pencil, and some salt if you have it. So you take the vitamin bottle and you poke holes in it. So one is going all the way through, and the 2 others are hooked downward. So one side is going down into the water, the other side is going out. So you have 2 prongs sticking out on both sides. Then you take graphite pencil, put it on one side. You have to bend it. You can bend stuff in gel with toenail clippers. So you bend it and put the graphite there, and you stick the other end into a socket. More in gel, they have sockets. And pop the socket, or don't pop it. That's another way to light a cigarette. But that will glow at the end, and you can light. So I picked MJ to be with us, and I picked Shannon at Shannon's channel, and I picked Debs too. Picked Shannon and Debs because they smoke 3, you magically get trapped in a murder mystery. Who are you reading? That you're reading. Another booktuber bud joins you to solve the mystery. Who do you want to join you? Well, obviously Jim at Mystery and Mayhem. And I also picked Angelia. She's going to be on the show next week. But she reads a lot of mysteries, a lot of new ones too. I want a buddy read with her her choice of a new book like around next year or something. And also Kat from Ginger Bibliophile. She reads a lot of mysteries too. 4, you magically get trapped in a fantasy novel fighting dragons and casting spells. Which booktuber bud do you choose to bring in with you to save the day? So I'm picking Justin at Triumphal Reads. You seen the gun show? Seen the gun show? He'd be great fighting dragons, and he's used to the wilderness and that, and the outskirts of Maine. And I also have the late great Scott Bryant, friend of mine. I was getting to know pretty well last couple of years. We were reading fantasies and going to read more. 5, you're stuck in a cloud of sadness, hitting a reading funk, and feeling totally uninspired. Which booktuber bud can pick you up with their positivity? Well, I know about slumps. I was in an art slump for like 2 months and finally back out of it. But sometimes you just have to do as far as art. It might be true for me with reading as well for slumps. So you just gotta, or an audiobook to get back into it. But who did I pick? Floss, Grape Jelly Library. It's always nice to spend some time with you. That's what she always says to everyone. And Jess at Book Girl TV, or TV Book Girl. And Gareth at Big Hard Gareth and Book Songs and Other Magic. Where was I? 6, your arms are in a cast for 2 months and a booktuber bud is going to edit all your videos for you. Who edits them and why? My friend Fee, Jeremy Fee, great editor. We've tried to figure out how to get him on the show because he has an avatar. He doesn't appear. So we're trying to work that out. And Roy Reads Anything. He's become a really nice editor. I'm impressed lately. Also impressed by his most recent Ulysses video. He was part of the Ulysses 6 with us in our read-along. And his latest one has 1.5 thousand views. So I had to congratulate him a few days ago. Put it in my playlist. Finally, 7, you press a button and instantly have all the books that a booktuber bud has already read. Which book bud would you pick and why? So I picked Roz at Scaldanian about the books. A friend of mine, I know she reads a lot. She reads a lot of translated works that I'd like to have read. She reads a lot of nonfiction, reads a lot, and she has read a lot. I'd like to have her download her brain. Brian, my buddy, Bookish Texan. He's always good for a recommendation. I've got books on my TBR he's recommended to me I need to get to. And Tommaso, friend Tom at LA Books, now lives in somewhere in North Carolina. God, man, he speaks Italian. Yeah, anybody who speaks another language is 50% smarter than I. That's how I consider it. Now, thanks for reminding me. I want to mention some people that are going to be on the show and that I'd like to get to know better. That's why one reason I'm asking them on the show. Christina, Knitting Books, etc. She's been on before. Dave and Olive coming up. They've been on before. They appeared with Gareth, so this is just got them by their selves. Kim at middle of the book march. A person I don't know that well. That's why I asked her to get on the show, or asked her to be on the show. She agreed, so can't wait to interview her. And the Mild Ruppets. Now he's another going to be first time guest. Don't even know his first name, but I know he lives in Tribeca, New York City, and boy, I'd love to visit that. So hey, thanks. Anyone else who's watching this is tagged as well, and I wish you a good night. Good night. And a great day tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.